Sydney Olympic Park.
All right, the ferry is coming. Woohoo, ferry time. Love a little bit of ferry time. And we're going to Sydney Olympic Park. So I've got my GoPro with me because I'm going to do filming on the GoPro because it's hard to film when you're on live. Well, it's impossible, right? So let's do some filming. So we're on Norman Selfie. Norman Selfie. Let's go on Norman Selfie. Yep, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Let's see if we can go at the back. Oh, it's nice and air-conned in here. So this tells you who Norman Selfie is. Norman Selfie was an Australian marine engineer. Okay. Hey, Debbie Sue. Bye-bye. Hey, Sandra, how you going? So we've got our GoPro and we're doing a bit of filming with our GoPro. Where are we going, Dora? Where are we going? What did we decide to do? Let me tell you. Let me just go on this side, guys. Beautiful. So pretty. So that's Breakfast Point. If you watched my last video that I uploaded last night, I showed you Breakfast Point from the sky. It's pretty cool. It's only quite a new development. It's a kind of new area, to be honest. It's quite new, as you see. So guys, we are going to go to Sydney Olympic Park and I'm going to take you to a place called the Brick Pit. It's where all the Sydney bricks came from. So a lot of houses in Sydney are made from these red bricks and they came from the Brick Pit, which was made in Sydney Olympic Park. But Sydney Olympic Park's only new. It was built in the year 2000 when they put the Olympics there, hosted. And hopefully today on my travels, we'll be able to show you some red brick and show you where they originally came from, which is the location where the Sydney Olympic Park is now. I'm having fun, Sandra. How are you going, mate? I'm loving watching you on your rebounder. I was just watching an interview with Kathleen's Place and Pauline, Miss Pauline. Well, guys, just interrupting. That is the Putney. This is a cool ferry that I was talking about on my live. The ferry goes from there. You can drive over or walk on it, and then it goes over to here. But through the day, it doesn't go. It only goes at basically the morning and night for people to get to work, basically. So one afternoon I'll do that. So we're heading up to, we're going to head up to Sydney Olympic Park, and I'm going to be honest, guys, it's going to be a bit of an adventure because I've never caught the ferry there before. I don't know if you guys can hear me either. Can you let me know if you hear me? See this area here too? I want to come up here and do some painting. This is an old convent or old hospital, apparently. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, thank you, great. So guys, in my live this morning, I was talking about all these options I could do, which is one was go to Parramatta, which is where these tall buildings are, and have an Asian meal because there's quite an Asian influence down there. And my sister's partner is a vegetarian. He said to me there's a really, really good street called Harris Street, and it's all vegetarian and all very ethnic, like, you know, Iranian food, Iraqi food, or like really cool food. Like, I'd love to try that kind of food. So we're just stopping off at a ferry stop here. I think the third stop is me at Sydney Olympic Park. But another one of my ideas was to come to this place here. I've driven here before with my sister. It's not too far. I could probably walk here actually. I could probably walk actually to here. It's an old convent or hospital, I think, or maybe a mental asylum, maybe. And it's a bit spooky and it's a bit, you know, it's got beautiful parks. So, you know, it'd be nice to go there with like a picnic, sit under a tree, read a book, which I've got with me. I've got my reading book. I've got a sandwich with me, I've got some snacks. So I've got all the options for me, just in case I decide not to go, well, if I don't get to Sydney Olympic Park. Because, you know, I have taken many adventures where I just detour from my adventure and go somewhere else. I nearly decided to go to Cockatoo Island. Cockatoo Island is another place I want to go, which is heading that way into the city, into this like Sydney harbour area. So Cockatoo Island's a famous island that, yeah, I haven't been yet. So anyway, I'd like to do that. Oh, look at that. That's police. Ooh. That's a fancy police boat, guys. Water police, water police. They call them water rats. I don't know why they call them water rats, but that's what they call police on the water. All right. So I probably should be filming with my camera too. I always forget about this. Oh. Don't let go of the camera, Dora. Don't let go of the camera. And try not to let go of my hat too. That's me, trying to not let go of the hat. And film at the same time. That's really pretty. I really want to go over there, guys. Yeah, I think we need to go over there. I think we'll have to walk from my house where I'm staying with my sister. Looks really cool. Hold on to your hat, Dora. Hold on to your hat. Literally hold on to your hat. Now, Sydney Olympic Park must be on the other side of this river, like of this bridge. Hi, Charlie. How you going, Charlie? We're in Sydney again, Charlie. So I actually don't think I've been up on the river up this way before. I've been to Parramatta before and I've been to Sydney Olympic Park before, but never by the ferry. That is a cool bridge. See the second bridge under there? I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're going to go over there under it. That's a really cool railway bridge. Wow. So guys, this is an adventure that's unfolding for you guys too, because I've never been on this adventure myself, so this is cool. Whoa. I think this is called North Ryde over here. North Ryde. Lots and lots of apartments. I believe these apartments were built around the year 2000 when the Sydney Olympics was, because literally across the road, or across the river, is where the Sydney Olympics was in the year 2000. I'd love to know in the chat, did anyone watch a bit of the Sydney Olympics in the year 2000? So we're going on quite a few years back now, guys, but I reckon there's a few of you that probably did watch the Sydney Olympics. Love to know in the chat if you have. Epping. Okay, so this is Epping Scouts boat shed. Okay, we're not getting off here, guys. Oh, this is Meadowbrook. Ah, okay. So I was told I could get off here, Meadowbrook, and go for a really nice walk here, but we won't. You're not supposed to be fishing on here, but people do. Because obviously they have to stop fishing every time the boat comes in. Otherwise, you'll lose your line. So just a bit up further is where we're getting off, guys. So they're doing lots of development over here. This is the bridge I was telling you about. Look at that. That's really cool. I love... Oh, you can walk across it, guys. Damn it. I'd love to get... I'm about ready to jump off the boat here and go walk across that bridge. That is cool. I love railway bridges. I think they're fascinating, and especially old ones. Look at that. That is so cool, guys. Okay, let me just turn on my GoPro. Let's turn GoPro on. Oops. Because that is cool. Okay, so Debbie, so you didn't watch the Sydney Olympics? Are you into watching the Olympics at all? I'm not. I'm going to be honest, I'm hit and miss with the Olympics, so I kind of watch a bit of it. I was living in Mexico at the time, so I was very, very proud to watch, Sydney hosting the Olympics. Wow, guys, look at that bridge. We definitely have to walk on this bridge, guys. Love it. That is cool as. Very cool. Okay, it's called the Meadowbrook Train Bridge, I think. Okay. Now, next up is we're going to get off at Sydney Olympic Park. That turned you off? Hold on to my hat. Okay, guys, I've never got off here. This is the wharf we're getting off, guys. So this is where the actual ferry turns around to, it stops too. This is the end. So there's still a lot of development down here. So Sydney Olympic Park is still a massive development, even though the year 2000s the Olympic was was on. There's still a lot of development down here. A lot of high rises. Yeah, I've never been here before. I had a quick Google, and it says that we should catch a bus, and there is a bus sitting there actually, to get up the hill to go to Olympic Park. So Olympic Wharf is not where Olympic Park is, funnily enough, eh? So a few things here we need to do. We need to tap off, guys. The bus has just left. Crap. Okay, we can walk anyway, guys. So this is Sydney Olympic Park. But it's actually not Sydney Olympic Park. Funny enough. How's that, eh? Sydney Olympic Park, but well, I was going to turn around, guys, because this is the end. I was thinking for a second, what's going on? It's going to go back up the river, or down the river, up the river, I don't know. Cool. So I would say this is quite a new development, a new area. Like you can see that high rises there, they look pretty new. Again, I'm not an architect or anything, so I don't know, but I can kind of see it looks very, very newish. Maybe in the last 10 years kind of thing, but that's new, right? Right. Well, we're going to get off here. Got no choice, guys. This is the end of the road. mangroves over here. Right. Nice. Whoops. I'm hooked up. Hooked up. So guys, we've got a toilet. And if you want to fill up your bottle of water, fill up your bottle of water. All right, let's go. Let's go. The aircon in here is so nice, guys. So nice. Should we stay in here? No, what's the fun in that? All right, let's go. I look like a proper YouTuber. I've got phone going, I've got my GoPro going. Who am I? Who am I? Okay, so that's going up to Circular Quay. All right, let's go now. Where are we going, guys? What are we going to do? Right, well, first of all, I need to tap off. I need to get my card. Here we go. You can use your cards in American Express, guys. But apparently it's cheaper. $7.35 that cost me, guys. $7.35, and I didn't go very far. So it's not cheap to catch the ferries, just going to be honest. It's not cheap. It is not cheap. $7.35 Australian. And we went up 3 ferry stops. So it looks like it's high tide. Actually, that's why, guys. That's the reason why we haven't been able to go all the way up the river more, because of high tide, apparently. Okay, there is a ferry there is a bus over there. Okay, let's see where we are first, guys. We're here. Now, apparently, you can normally walk that way, but there's a holiday in construction, so you can't walk that way. Because I would have walked up that way. But apparently, I think we're going to walk, guys. We can just walk up here into Hill Road. That's where the bus stops, apparently. So I think we're just going to walk, guys. And then we're going to walk into Sydney Olympic Park. Yeah, so I was right. Rhodes is over there. Okay. Oh, no, that's better. Okay, don't worry. I'm confused, guys. Don't tell me about where, or don't take my where I'm going, like as in like things are for real, because I sometimes don't know. That was actually Meadowbrook. Rhodes is on this side. Okay. Oh, what's it say? Homebush Bay was open in 1997, so just before the Olympics, right? Right, so it's been here for a long time, guys. Again, don't listen to Dora. Dora doesn't know what she's talking about. All right, let's have a look over here. What have we got here? Pierside. Oh, yeah, what do they do at Pierside, guys? We might as well walk through it, because we're going to walk up this way anyway. Ah, ferry walk. That's what we want to do. Yeah, Borrowwood Road via ferry walk. That sounds interesting. Let me capture that on the GoPro, guys. Ferry walk via Berrywood Road. Okay, so let's go this way. Okay, let's go this way. So around this area, there is a lot of Asian influence, which I love, guys. Absolutely love. And it's also Chinese New Year coming up, so there could be some pretty stuff to see, which I'm up to seeing pretty stuff. I'm a bit of a foodie, if you guys haven't noticed. Pineapple bun with butter. That sounds interesting. Fish balls. Full? Oh my God. No shark. Don't eat shark, guys. Don't eat shark. Oh, it's a grocery store. We don't really need to go into a grocery store, Dora. We know what a shop looks like. Look at that. My duck, guys, I carry around a duck, plastic duck. My duck is in my bag going, No, Dora, don't eat me. Don't eat me. All right, what else we got? I could use a haircut though. I do need a haircut. No, we don't need to go get a haircut, guys. We have some kind of burger shop. Okay, let's follow the line. Follow the instructions here. It says straight ahead, ferry walk. All right, well, let's be literal. I think they mean up this way. Yeah, Ferry Wharf Connect. It's a Coco. Coco. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, there's a bus. I know you're supposed to catch that bus, but I don't care. Doesn't matter. We don't need to catch the bus. All right. Let's cross the road. Now, I actually think we should be going up that way for some reason. Not this way. Dora, why are we going this way? The sign was a little bit, All right, I think we're going to go across this way, guys. Hey, Lavender. Guess where I am, Lavender? I'm in Sydney Olympic Park, kinda, in the Homebush area. I've never been in this area before. So we're going on a bit of an adventure, guys, today. Every day can be an adventure. So we are planning to go to Sydney Olympic Park. We just got off the ferry at Sydney Olympic Park Wharf. It is nowhere near Sydney Olympic Park. We've probably got about a 15-minute walk. Or we could call a bus.